Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The ongoing saga of Sister Wives has taken another dramatic and heartbreaking turn, as courtroom revelations have now exposed Kody Brown in a secret land deal that has left Christine and Janelle devastated, shocking fans who thought they had already seen the worst of his manipulations, favoritism, and financial schemes. Viewers have been following the tangled web of promises, betrayals, and aspirations associated with Coyote Pass, the sprawling property in Flagstaff that Kody persuaded his wives to invest in as the future of the Brown family. He envisioned building multiple homes there to finally bring unity and stability to the family after years of uprooting it. However, the most recent court documents suggest that Kody was allegedly negotiating a covert deal that gave him and Robin the upper hand while leaving the other wives with little to no protection, while Christine and Janelle poured their resources, savings, and hopes into the land. In a shocking court hearing, Janelle and Christine's attorneys presented financial records, property deeds, and communications that depicted the highest level of betrayal. According to insiders, the deal involved Kody quietly transferring portions of the land in ways that increased Robin's financial security, while weakening the positions of Janelle and Christine, ensuring that if the family splintered, which it now has, Robin and Kody would remain with the majority share. Christine recalled in testimony that she agreed to walk away from her portion of the land without asking for repayment, because she wanted to escape the toxicity of plural marriage, and believed that fairness and respect would eventually follow. This revelation made Christine clearly emotional. Christine, on the other hand, is said to be devastated that her sacrifices were exploited, and that Kody planned to cut her out long before she left now that the truth has been revealed. Janelle, who has been most invested in the land from the beginning, has also been left devastated. She had invested her entire life savings in Coyote Pass with the intention of building a modest home, but she found that Kody's covert maneuvering made her stake much weaker than she thought. Janelle's heartbreaking confession that she couldn't even afford a permanent home while Kody and Robin lived comfortably in their mansion was recalled by viewers who watched her struggles on camera. This courtroom revelation confirms what many people had suspected all along, that Kody did not really intend to give Janelle equal treatment. Social media exploded with outrage as the news spread, with fans calling Kody selfish, corrupt, and manipulative, and praising Christine and Janelle for their bravery in exposing the truth even though it reopens deep wounds. Kody's reaction, according to witnesses in the courtroom, was defensive and combative. At times, he lashed out at his ex-wives for betraying him by bringing the matter to court, while insisting that he always had the family's best interests in mind. However, the documents presented a different narrative, one that dispelled the appearance of unity and revealed a pattern of favoritism toward Robin that is in complete agreement with what fans have witnessed on television for years. The judge, reportedly unimpressed with Kody's explanations, demanded transparency and full accounting of the land deals, a ruling that now forces Kody to disclose details that could further implicate him in financial favoritism and betrayal. Supporters of Christine emphasized the emotional weight of the situation. Not only is it about land, but she also lost years of loyalty, sacrifice, and trust when she realized she was worthless to the man to whom she gave her youth and energy. The devastation is equally devastating for Janelle, who spent decades supporting Kody, managing his finances, and believing in his vision, only to discover that she was marginalized and undervalued in terms of actual security. The tension between the dream of plural marriage and the harsh reality of favoritism, inequality, and manipulation is at the core of what Sister Wives has always been about. This betrayal strikes at the heart of that. The courtroom drama has reignited debates among fans about whether Robin knowingly participated in the scheme, or whether she was simply the beneficiary of Kody's obsession with securing her future. Many argue that Robin's tears and denials over the years are now hollow, as the paper trail clearly shows her gaining security at the expense of Christine and Janelle. Meanwhile, Mary's position is also under scrutiny, as some wonder whether she too was cut out or whether she had any knowledge of the secret deal. It is abundantly clear that these revelations will have a significant impact, reshaping not only the legacy of the show, but also eliminating any possibility of reconciliation between Kody and his former wives. because it reveals the financial betrayals that underpin the dynamic of the entire Brown family. TLC fans have dubbed this the most explosive scandal in the history of sister wives, surpassing even the divorces and family disputes. In this courtroom drama, however, Kody reveals himself to be a man driven by control, favoritism, and a fear of losing power. For years, he presented himself as a visionary who was building a family empire. Christine and Janelle, once portrayed as strong but overlooked wives, are now seen as heroines who bravely confronted the truth, even when it left them devastated. Their willingness to expose Kody, even at personal cost, has made them more relatable and respected in the eyes of fans, while Kody's reputation has plummeted to new lows. Viewers are struck by how ironic it is that the very land that Kody claimed would unite his family has been destroyed instead, serving as a symbol of betrayal and the final blow to his polygamous dream. With this revelation, fans are left wondering what comes next. Will Kody and Robyn be forced to sell the mansion to cover financial disputes? Will Christine and Janelle pursue further legal action to reclaim what they lost? Will TLC lean into this drama for upcoming seasons? Or will the network finally pull the plug as the story turns darker and more toxic? What is certain is that the courtroom exposure of Kody's secret land deal has rewritten the entire narrative of sister wives, proving once and for all that beneath the surface of love, faith, and family unity, there was always betrayal, control, and manipulation. And now Christine and Janelle, though devastated, stand as living proof of the damage Kody's decisions have caused. For Kody, the once proud patriarch, the exposure of this secret deal is the ultimate humiliation, a moment when his empire of control collapsed under the weight of truth, leaving him not as a leader but as a man exposed, defeated, and facing the fury of the wives he underestimated for far too long. The fallout from Kody Brown being exposed in court over the secret Coyote Pass land deal has only continued to escalate, with the emotional devastation of Christine and Janelle becoming the focal point of the ongoing drama, and fans are rallying behind them in ways that show just how deep the betrayal cuts. Christine's realization that her sacrifices were not only ignored, but actively exploited has reopened old wounds that she had been trying to heal since she left Kody. She gave up her rightful stake in the land to buy her freedom, believing that doing so would create peace and allow her to move on without restrictions, only to discover later that Kody was already pulling the strings behind her back. The court revelations made it painfully clear that her exit was not on her terms as she thought, but instead was manipulated by a husband who never truly respected her contributions. Janelle, on the other hand, had her life savings tied up in the property, and is now facing the harsh truth that she was investing into a dream that was never designed to include her fully, and the pain of being deceived is compounded by the financial reality she now has to face. Sources close to Janelle reveal that she feels gut-punched by the revelation, because she had trusted Kody to handle the family finances with fairness, and her devastation is both emotional and practical. Fans point out that Janelle was always the one who made sacrifices for Kody to pursue his goals, and was the one who provided financial support for the family during difficult times, only to be overlooked when it came to securing permanent stability. This level of betrayal has caused fans to erupt online, with hashtags calling for justice for Christine and Janelle, and many insisting that the women should pursue further legal action to not only reclaim what is theirs, but to hold Kody accountable for years of manipulation.